Hello and welcome to my Survivor No Vita Chambers walkthrough. So the point of this walkthrough is to help players who want to beat the game in Survivor mode without Vita Chambers on, to help them beat the game. So first thing you should do in medical is loot all this crap. There's like some extra health kits, there's some money, some resources. The second thing you should do is hack this turret right here. This is when the game introduces hacking to you. So let's hack this. So the easiest way to hack this is just to spam a bunch of tiles and then try to create an optimal path to the finish. Whoops, I thought it was over there. So you just gotta move the tubes. All right, now that you can hack, you can also hack this vending machine. Might as well. So the best thing to do for hacking, especially if it's slow like this, is to just get a few tubes in the beginning, kind of getting you as close to the end as possible, and just trying to find, the things that'll get you an optimal path. Alright, so now that I've hacked those, I can buy items if I want to. Jesus Christ, 54 for electric fire. Alright, so I'm going to save this, just because I haven't saved in a bit. Alright, so in this beginning portion of medical, you have a turret, a security bot with you, and there's going to be a few enemies. They will, for whatever reason, fight each other, so be aware of that. So, for example, these guys fight each other. She is not the threat, he is, so what you're going to do is just like flank up here and help her kill this. Work with your bot, just like whack him while he's distracted by this enemy. He'll start shooting at the bot for the most part, and then if he shoots at you, you can just like spam health kits, because you should have a ton at this point. You can clean this enemy up. So you want to try to keep this bot alive. It'll really help you save resources in this early section. Like right now, I'm almost to max pistol ammo, and I think I shot one shot so far. So you hit this button, it fails. You can hop in here. An enemy. Just kind of lead her out in the open to my buddy. Helping the buddy. I don't care if I use a medical kit or a med kit here, because there's another one right over here, so it's not a big deal. Some SMG ammo. So you should be getting the SMG at this point too, which will greatly help. The SMG is actually decent in the early game because it has damage output, so it doesn't have that much ammo, but I don't think I'm going to be using it yet, because I still have a bot, so I'm just going to hang out with the bot. Should be some enemies coming in now. They give you the SMG and then a bunch of enemies roll in, so we'll just use our bot here to help us, unless it's like broken, which it appears to be. It appears to be broken. Whatever, we'll just wrench. We'll just use the wrench. The wrench is like your #1 conservation tool. I have no idea what happened to the bot. Very confused. See, it seems to... Oh, there it goes. There we go. It's doing its job. Alright, so there should be some SMG enemies. Rolling on in. We'll try to get our bot to come out. There it is. Alright, we're just going to kind of hide for a second. I guess I'll actually start shooting these guys. So try to get headshots. Headshots really help in the beginning of the game. I'm like shooting metal there. Alright. So the bot's almost dead at this point, but it basically helped us through this section here, so it's fine. Now if you can keep an enemy distracted, the bot will just keep shooting them. So that can be pretty useful. You also want to make sure you save the bot. Like right now it's one shot, so if any enemy hits it, it's dead. So I'm trying to protect it so I can keep it as long as I possibly can before moving on to the next sections of the game. Alright, so we're doing pretty good. We have a bot still. Usually it's destroyed by this point. So we're doing pretty well, actually. So I'm going to save it just before this next section. Alright, so depending on how you play, you can mostly use the wrench. You can use the pistol through this section if you want. I like to conserve ammo as much as possible in the early game. So personally, I don't use it at all, but totally feel free to. I'm just trying to save ammo for like Big Daddy fights. Alright, let's open this door here. Alright, so this part is a little tricky. There's two turrets. Right, there's a turret there and there's a turret there. So what I'm actually going to do is hack turret 1. Alright, so the idea for this is I'm going to use this for the Big Daddy fight if I can keep it alive. I'm going to immediately try to hack the other turret that's shooting me right now. So this will help with the first Big Daddy fight. Alright, we're going to quickly, I'm going to ignore that enemy, hack this. I'm going to be extremely aggressive here and probably use my SMG to kill a few enemies. Because they will actually DPS your turrets down insanely fast, so... Alright, you want to stand away from your turrets because if an enemy, like, if a nitro splicer appears, they'll totally throw grenades at your turret and just fuck it up, so... you want to basically just get out of this area right away. Alright, so now that we have turrets, those are going to be useful for the Big Daddy fight. They'll help you keep control of an area. You can whack this to destroy it. It'll take a second. Because you are weak for now. Alright, so the next thing we're going to be doing is getting Wrench Jockey. Wrench Jockey will greatly increase your wrench damage, and in the early game, even on Survivor mode, it's invaluable. It'll basically make you... It basically makes the wrench insane, so let's just save this now that we have those turrets. And if you need to get, if you need a few tries to get the turrets, like if you're messing up or whatever, or maybe you're missing electro bolts and taking too much damage, you can always just save before this. So I'm just gonna loot really quick. You can hack these if you want to. I'm not even gonna bother, to be honest. I don't even think I'm gonna use those. Alright, so here's an enemy. She's a pistol enemy, so we're going to try to circle strafe. Alright, so it can be a good idea to either hack or destroy these. Depends on your preference. Hacking them is fine, but let's go get our ability. Should be over here, I believe. I could be wrong. I know it's down here. I might need Human Inferno first. It's definitely down here. I'm there. I'm drunk. That's good. Another vending machine. Yeah, it is. It is in this area, but you need Human Inferno first. Okay, so we'll go get Human Inferno. Or, I'm sorry. Incinerate. Human Inferno is a passive. All right. All right. So you actually get it from this area, as you might expect. All right. The nitro splicer can be a little annoying to fight. You can wrench him. Wrenching a nitro splicer requires you to be extremely careful, though. He does throw grenades while running away and kiting, so something to keep in mind. Alright, let's hack this camera, I guess. This one's not super useful. There's not really going to be enemies down here. Like, if you get the nitro splicer to, like, run over here, it can be helpful, but honestly, I'm just doing this so I don't have to whack it and, like, waste time. I guess it might have been faster to whack it, but... Alright, so you can use the furnace control here to get your first tonic, I believe. Hacker's Delight. Great. So now hacking is useful as a resource. So it looks like this did help us in the fight here, so that is good. All right, and if we ever need to, we can lead enemies into this as well to help us fight them. Okay, so this part's actually quite easy. Just an enemy. Just kill him before the little cutscene triggers. So this almost looks like a wrench only playthrough, but the wrench is just so good in the beginning. Alright, so this is where you get Incinerate. You can loot the Eve Hypo, pick up some bandages, grab Incinerate, equip it. Skip this. A bunch of enemies will appear. Light the oil slick. Kills them all. So incinerate plus oil slick is good. Incinerate without oil slick, bad. not very useful. But especially on survival, the damage just really isn't there. You still can use it, but I would say I would consider it to be a waste of resources to use it on enemies without an oil slick. With an oil slick, it's totally viable. But some health kits. So we're pretty much staying at max health throughout this entire playthrough so far. Like in the beginning, it's easy to do this, but just with basic correct use of like plasmids, you should be pretty fine. All right, now that we have incinerate, we can get wrench jockey. Wrench jockey is behind this ice wall over here. Alright, so we can melt this as well. There's some items in here that are useful to have, so... See, this is these stupid guys. These guys will mess your turrets up. So... They usually will destroy them, to be honest, or at least one of them. There's like a health kit over there you can grab with telekinesis. Alright, so... Might as well melt this. Alright, we're going to melt the other thing, then go grab... I think telekinesis is to the left. What the hell? Alright, let's try incinerate. So you can see here the damage is quite bad. It's almost not even worth the... resources, so I would recommend not even using plasmids on enemies for now. Oh, okay, this is where you get wrench jockey. Alright, there's a... Alright, I'm gonna DPS this a little bit, just to deal with it, because if I push forward, that our best friend here is gonna mess us up, so attack this. This can be extremely useful. And you can always lead the Big Daddy into things like this. So like if you find that the Big Daddy's messing you up in the first area, you can just lead him to all of your different security and they will help you. Alright, so we did profit, well not profit, but basically gain the health kit we lost from here. Alright, here's where wrench jockey is. Hit this. Hit this. And wrench jockey. This greatly helps you. This is like a critical moment, right? Like this ability completely... Look how much damage I'm dealing now. I'm just messing enemies up now. This is really good base damage. This is like the equivalent of getting pistol headshots without the skill requirement. Alright, so there's a camera here. So you can sneak, you can be sneaky. You can hack this if you want to, or destroy it, whichever, it doesn't really matter. Alright, we'll just hack it. Great, there's a safe here, Eve Hypo, some resources. Alright, we'll hack this. Alright, this one you're gonna have to be a little quick. Maybe even quicker than this. Let's go down. Let's go over, over, over. You can use the auto hack if you really need to. It's fine. Seems like it's mostly ammo. I'm not sure if loot's randomized in safes. I think it's set, but it might be randomized. All right, so we have wrench jockey. This is a huge deal. Let's save it. Alright, now before we go into this section, in this section you get the shotgun and fight a bunch of enemies. We're just going to finish up some areas. We're just going to go through this section here. Get some items, some resources. So now that we have wrench jockey, killing most of these enemies will be extremely easy. The code for this is 0451 for Fahrenheit 451. It's auto hack, some ammo, pretty useful. Some shoes. If you want to change your shoes out, you can do that here. Alright, there is a turret in here, I believe. Alright, so that enemy was really smart. So yeah, even in Survivor, like once you get... Alright, here we go. I'll just hack this. So the early hacks are very easy. You'll eventually get to a point where hacking is impossible without tonics. That's around... It's like starts in Arcadia in some areas, in some like specific cases, but at which point you can start crafting auto hacks and just use auto hacks. And you don't have to hack every single machine. I would just hack the things that you plan on using. So if you plan on, you know, using a certain vending machine for resupplying, you can do that. That's pretty efficient. Alright, let's go through here. Loot some more. Pretty straightforward. So this beginning section, you're basically just accumulating ammo and resources. There's a dude over there, and he ends up over there after, so just something to keep in mind. This is supposed to scare you. Security expert, great. All right. There he is. Now that we have Wrench Jockey, this is not even an issue. So we'll just continue on in our very merry way. Alright, I'm actually going to break this now. Alright. Okay, so now you have to go through here. Alternatively, you can go back that way, but I guess we'll just do this for now. Okay, so this is where you need telekinesis. So you have to backtrack at this point anyways. You need telekinesis to throw the thing at that. I actually wonder if you can just stand there. He'll throw it at you. Let's see. I don't think he has line of sight on you. Yeah, you definitely do need it. There might be an exploit where you can like whack the grenade or something with a wrench. I'm not sure if that's possible, but you basically have to go to telekinesis. So you actually can hit multiple enemies with the wrench if you like move it as you swing, or if you are moving as you swing. I don't think most people are aware of this, but you can actually test this by smacking two surfaces, like so. Let me crouch. It's easier to see with metal. Right, like that. You can see it's hitting multiple surfaces. So you can actually hit multiple enemies simultaneously with the wrench if you move it and like redirect your aim to them. Alright, this section you can use the shotgun, feel free to, but you don't have to. Interestingly enough, you can just like move around and whack them easily. Especially with Wrench Jockey, so. I've actually never gone this way. I didn't even realize you could do this. You can just completely go this way during this fight. Actually, we're gonna do this fight a little bit differently. We're gonna meme the hell out of this fight. So we're just gonna actually hack this. So this is much easier to do. I didn't even realize you could do this, like in my first, like in any of the playthroughs of this game. But you can totally just hack this turret, and you'll see what I'm gonna do in a second. So they can't enter this room. So if they come out here, they're just gonna get shot. Oh, it's this section too. For the hell of it, we'll let them in though. I'll just stand here, and this will probably just farm them. I'll actually stand here, so they actually have to... This is hilarious. Alright, come on in. Come on in, guys! Water's fine. I'm just kind of give them the run around, so they have to run by the SMG, or the turret, and just get killed by it. There's bandages too, so that helps keep your health topped off. That section's not even... This section's not even hard, but this obviously makes it much easier. Alright, let's see. I think that's the last one. Yeah, so this makes this fight already isn't hard, but if you're having trouble with it, it makes it even easier. Alright, so this section, especially with Wrench Jockey, once you pick this up, a dude will be behind you. It'll actually force you to be looking at the wall again, so you just turn around and whack him once, whack him twice, whack him 3 times, he's dead. Pick up the bandages. Easy. Whack this little vent, come in here. Whack this, she wakes up. Just keep moving back and forth. She will generally miss you. Auto hack tool, nice. I'm at 3 auto hacks. Some electric buck. Open the door. We're doing pretty well in resources at this point. There is another area. Wow, there's like 2 medkits in there. It's just like they're just throwing medkits at us. You do need telekinesis to enter this area to pick up this key. So we're actually gonna go grab that and then come back. And just kind of loot. There's extra bandages and there's a safe. And now that we have slow or speedy hacker, hacking is going to be slightly easier. So if you were having a little trouble, this should help you greatly. Take the contents of the safe. Looks like we're maxed out on health kits. We have $300 in the early game. That's crazy. That's crazy, actually. We're doing great on economy already. We haven't even bought anything yet. Alright, then you get telekinesis. I would switch it out to incinerate. Alright, so you can waste. You don't have to use this here. They just want you to test it. There's an enemy. Just kill her. Easy money. Alright, let's save it. It's been a while since I've saved it. Okay. Okay. Alright, we have telekinesis. We can actually go fight Steinman now, but before we do that, we might as well grab this, open it up. You can just sneak over here, hack this. So you can't use friendly cameras in Big Daddy fights. I'm not sure if this is a bug or not, but it doesn't work, so just be aware of that. We'll hidden Eve hypo there, nice. There's another camera and a safe. There are some enemies in here. So your best bet is to draw them in here. You can even hide. Like this. Try to get them to spawn the turrets. Alternatively, you can push back even further using this turret here to help you. All right, so now that they've triggered that, I would just straight up jump in here and then hide. The turret should kill them. The bot should kill them. If they chase you, the turret should clean them up. So yeah, so far so good. Alright, just sending a little email there. Okay. Alright, looks like they're having a little bit of trouble killing some of these. Alright, they're dead. You can shock the water too, that's easier. Let's wait for that shock to wear off. Might as well hack this. Drop that down. Drop this over. Great. Looks like we're doing pretty okay on ammo. So the easiest way, like I have max pistol ammo too. The easiest way to retain ammo is just to never use it and then use it when you need it. So that way you're pretty much just running the wrench the whole time and then using weapons as needed rather than just defaulting to them. If you default to them, you'll burn through ammo rapidly, and then you'll find that when you need ammo, you don't have it. And the wrench is quite good when used correctly, so just hack this. Alright, can't carry any more of things. That's great. That's what we want to see. Alright, so far, right now, our economy is looking insane. $300, maxed out Eve, hypos, maxed out medkits. There's medkits here, there's medkits there. There's medkits that I haven't even picked up yet. We have telekinesis, we're ready to go fight Steinman. This should be an easy fight. You can actually kill him with the wrench, but we're probably just going to DPS him with weapons, so... Alright, these guys can be a little annoying. Looks like he bugged out, so we got lucky here. He's just like... completely fucked up. Alright, fantastic. Oh, and I took damage. Alright, so we're going to break this one. Oh, wait, we already did. Alright, never mind. Thought I didn't break that yet. Alright, so we're going to go fight Steinman. Alright, I'm going to save this really quick. Alright, now that we've saved it for the Steinman fight, we might as well grab our telekinesis. So don't shoot it at the dude, that's a waste. Just shoot it at here and move on. Alright, so there's a few annoying things you have to be aware of for this fight. So once you come over here, there's a little turret that he's going to send your way. So what I would recommend is actually taking that turret, shock it, hack it. This will help you in the fight greatly. It's generally a waste to kill security because Electrobolt exists and you can just hack everything. So you're much better off just hacking as much security as you possibly can. Because the way plasmids are designed, in my opinion, or at least the way they seem to work best, is when you use them for utility. They're never like damage carry. So what they do and what they bring to the table is utility and unlocking like different options for like approaching a fight, for example. So in the case of these turrets, I'd rather hack them than destroy them, because to destroy them I have to trade blows with them. You know, they're going to be shooting me unless I Electrobolt it, which you can do. But I'd rather just hit it with an Electrobolt and hack it, because it's really easy to do. Same thing with this camera here. And this will also help us in the fight after Steinman, because some enemies will spawn, so... Hacking usually is optimal. In my opinion, it feels forced, especially if you want to beat the game and like waste as few resources as possible. So it feels like it's forced when playing it, but when you do it, it makes the game incredibly easy. So I guess if you want a challenge, don't hack anything. But if you want a challenge, I don't know why you're watching a walkthrough on how to beat a game. Where is this? There it is. We need that, and I need that. Alright, great. Alright, so we're looking pretty good on resources. For the Steinman fight, machine gun rounds are fine. Pistol headshots are decent. You shouldn't really have anti-personnel rounds yet at this point. So let's actually save this right here. There's a ton of medkits in this area, so even if you play sloppy, you can easily... I can't save during this cutscene. Well, we already saved it, so we'll just deal with it. I highly doubt I'm going to die in this fight. Also, keep in mind, you can actually run through here, strangely enough. So you can actually get Steinman to come up here. It's a very strange thing. So I'm going to see if I can actually do that just as like as a meme. Alright, so he's going to do his little... Let's keep this turret out of there so it doesn't eat some damage from shooting through the glass. Alright, you're ugly. Alright, let's see. Well, that turret might distract him, so... Alright, we're just going to DPS with the turret. Just going to stand near him and just keep shooting him in the chest. The SMG cannot headshot. Also, with the SMG, if you click or pull the trigger rapidly, you can have fire rate. You'll be shooting like pretty close to the fire rate, but with no recoil. Alternatively, if you want to just like pull down the entire time, you can do that. So... Alright, so that was hard. Alright, so that is a boss fight. We're still doing extremely well in resources. If you are not, there's a few health stations you can break to get some medkits. Here's one of them. There's a safe you can hack that will have 3 health kits in it. There's a health kit right here. If you search this area well enough, there's a few health kits lying around. So at this point in the game, you should have at least like 7 or so. There's like another one right there. There's just health kits everywhere. So just like something to keep in mind. Alright, so we got our little key. Looks like we're doing well in ammo. Might as well start using the shotgun for fun. Alright, so a bunch of enemies are going to come through here. You can grab static discharge if you want, and then shock this water, and they'll all die. So if you want to do that. Alternatively, you can let the turret clean them up. They're just meleeers, so they're just going to easily get messed up by that. Alright, this dude that throws grenades is still going to be there. He never despawns, so just ignore him and run through. You can kill him, but another one will appear, so. Alright. Then you're going to get to this section, where the thing's falling apart. You have to go this way, take a detour. Big Daddy does not have loot for whatever reason. Here comes the moment of truth. What kind of man are you? What kind of boy do you want to be? Do you want to be a harvester? Or do you want to be a savior? Stay away from her! Alright, so you can save them. You can harvest. Saving, I think, is better for Armored Shell 2. Hypnotize Big Daddy if you want to run it. Clever Inventor, or whatever, Prolific Inventor. If not, you can just harvest them, it's fine. Just pick one, it doesn't matter. Them things aren't people no more. That's what Atlas says. Alright, so she's going to give you a thing. Very exciting. Alright, cool. He's like, oh, nice. Alright. Okay, we will rescue. I want to get Armored Shell 2, so I'm going to rescue all the little sisters. The argument that you need the Atom in the beginning of the game, like if you actually know how to play the game, you don't even need Atom at all. Like you can easily beat the game without even using Atom. So I just don't buy it. But if you feel that the game is too hard, I don't know. Maybe you can just work on your aim or something, I don't know. Or just use this guide, because I feel like I cover how to beat these sections in an extremely easy and brainless manner that anyone could easily follow. Alright, so let's wait for this stupid thing to open. The best things to get usually are like health upgrade. Some things are good to get, so let's actually see what we can get. Okay, so Armored Shell 1. This is probably better than the health upgrade, so I'm actually going to get this right away. Getting rid of static discharge. Reduces all physical damage. This will help you out in a way that a health upgrade cannot, because this essentially gives you more max health. This makes you take way less damage from everything. Evelink is okay. I'm just going to save the rest of my resources. You can come back to this level and buy these when you have enough Atom, so keep that in mind. You're going to want to backtrack eventually to buy those upgrades. Alright, so we're maxed out on resources. We've got 2 turrets. We're about to do the first Big Daddy fight. Let's save this. Alright, so the first Big Daddy fight. So you should have 24 armor-piercing rounds. We're going to be using them. I'm going to also be using the SMG and this electric buck. One of the easiest things to do, one of the most brainless things to do. Alright, hold on, let me kill this stupid idiot. Get out of my way, you idiot! Alright. Alright. So, one of the easiest things to do is to use this counter. Alright, so we have our turret. And we have a counter. Alright, he'll be coming around. He's having a hard time figuring out what to do. Looks like he's trying to destroy my thing. Alright, you shoot him, you jump over the counter. I'm stuck here. Okay, sometimes I get stuck against like the wall and stuff, but just keep shooting him with the SMG. He's kind of stuck behind the counter. All you have to do is just jump and move over a counter. It's really not that hard. Let's see if we perfect him. Alright, and that's it. SMG rounds, armor-piercing rounds. Didn't even need to use CC. We can rescue her, get a health upgrade. Fantastic. So yeah, that's your first Big Daddy fight. Just use the counter and just jump over it. The AI will try to keep pathing to you, and all you have to do is just move. If you want to fight it legit, just keep smacking it with electro bolts and shotgun blasts, or alternatively use your electric buck and then hit it. Just keep burn through your electric buck, then just burn through your buckshot. But those are the easiest ways to deal with the Big Daddy. So yeah. All right, so let's go here. Let's just buy a health upgrade. Fantastic. And save 60 for a future health upgrade. I would say health upgrades are more valuable than EVE upgrades. Just objectively. I think they're just better. Just straight up better. There are some special ammo types, so I'm going to hack this. Alright, there's electric buck in here that I want to buy, so I might as well grab that. I would recommend you do the same. It'll help you in the Rosie fights. Rosies are much harder to fight than bouncers because they can hit you from range, so it can be a little trickier, but... Alright, so... Oh wait, this isn't the one with electric buck. Which one had electric buck? There's an ammo bandit that... Hold on. I guess... Oh wait, I think I'm thinking of a different one. Yeah, it's over here. It's the one down here, I think. It might be a Circus of Value too, let's see. So one thing to note, special ammo types in vending machines are finite, right? So if you see a vending machine that has a special ammo type, it doesn't... Once you buy that, that's it. You can always roam and find enemies just hanging out, and you can just wrench them for resources. I think there's an ammo bandit around here. Maybe not. Where am I? I know I'm remembering an ammo bandit. Staircase to there. That's where we just were. Maybe it's in here? Surgical foyer. That must be where it is. Alright. Yeah, so let's backtrack. Just to pick up that electric buck and then move on to the next level, because that'll help us in the fight. So I basically just use armor-piercing rounds and the SMG to deal with that dude. Alright, so we have to go here. No, that's... I feel like that's a Circus of Value. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna skip it. Whatever. We'll just go to the next level. It's fine. You don't need, as long as, if you didn't use your electric buck, you can get more, so, from looting, so, you'll see. Alright, so you can fight this dude, alternatively, I believe you can just, rush through this. Let's find out. Alright, so, shotgun headshots do matter. Oops, that was not even a body shot. Alright, he's gonna do that. Very unfortunate. Alright, so you just gotta hit this. Hop down here, and you're good to go. And there might even be a health kit in here, I think. Nope, just some money. Alright. Alright, Neptune's Bounty. See you there.